Good day and welcome to Folydam TV News, your reliable source for timely updates in the world of real estate and construction. Thank you for joining us as we bring you stories shaping the property market today. I am Ms. Oma Obiemeka and here is our hot stories for today. Chairman Morris Group Limited, Engineer CHIDI AMECHI backs champion newspaper real estate personality. ICPC and IMBLN inaugurate joint task committee to tackle fraud and corruption in Nigerian real estate sector. FMBN pushes enhanced women's role in housing sector. Housing deficits. Developers call for bold government intervention. Lagos government makes customary land registration mandatory from April 2026. And now the stories in full. Chairman Morris Group Limited, Engineer CHIDI AMECHI backs champion newspaper real estate personality. A real estate entrepreneur and chairman of Morris Group Limited, Engineer CHIDI AMECHI, has been named the 2025 Champion Newspapers Real Estate Personality of the Year. The award was presented at the Champion Newspapers Annual Awards held on March 14 at Eco Hotels and Suites, Lagos, where notable figures from government and private sector were honored for their contributions to national development. Other awardees included Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo and Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, whose cabinet members received recognition for standing out performance. Speaking through a representative, Engineer AMECHI described the award as a motivation to continue delivering innovative and affordable housing solutions to address Nigerians' housing deficits. He has also received multiple recognitions in the past, including awards for community development and excellence in the real estate sector. ICPC and IMBLN inaugurate joint task committee to tackle fraud and corruption in Nigeria real estate sector. The Independent Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offence Commission and the Institute of Mortgage Brokers and Lenders of Nigeria has inaugurated a joint task committee to reform Nigerians' mortgage and real estate sector. The committee was officially launched on March 11, 2026 at the ICPC headquarters in Abuja as part of a memorandum of understanding signed in 2024. According to ICPC Secretary Clifford Oparodu, the committee will focus on improving transparency, tackling fraud, and strengthening compliance through data sharing, public awareness, and anti-money laundering measures. IMBLN President Ayodele Thomas stated that the initiative aims to promote professionalism, ethical standards, and restore investor confidence in the sector. The committee will also address issues such as unregistered agents and fraudulent property transactions while rolling out nationwide training, certification, and awareness programs. Officials say the first phase will focus on education and voluntary compliance before enforcement begins. FMBN pushes for enhanced women's role in housing sector. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has called for stronger policies and partnerships to empower women in the housing and construction sector. The Managing Director, Shehu Osidi, made this known at the Africa Women in Housing and Construction Conference and Expo 2026 held in Abuja. He noted that increasing women's participation in the sector is key to sustainable economic development and called for the removal of barriers limiting their access to opportunities. Osidi also highlighted the growing impact of Nigerian women across the industry, including in architecture, engineering, development, and policy making. Housing deficits. Developers call for bold government intervention. Real estate developers in Nigeria has called for stronger government intervention to address the country's growing housing deficit, especially in Lagos. The chairman of Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, Ogun State Chapter, Dr. Adeniyi Adeyemi, made the call during the unveiling of new housing projects in Ikeja and Obudu. He identified key challenges facing developers, including high cost of land, limited access to affordable financing, and bureaucratic delays. Adeyemi urged the government to provide land at reduced rates and introduced low-interest funding to support mass housing delivery. He added that improved policies and collaboration are essential to making housing more accessible to Nigerians. Lagos government makes customary land registration mandatory from April 2026. The Lagos state government has officially introduced the mandatory registration of customary law ownership, a move set to improve transparency and security in property transactions across the state. Under this new directive, all family-owned and customary land must now be properly registered, and in return, certificates will be issued to validate ownership. According to the government, the certificates will carry a validity period of 12 months, within which necessary processing and formal documentation are expected to be completed. In a significant enforcement measure, the government has also stated that any property purchased without this certificate will not be recognized or registered at the land registry. This policy is aimed at reducing disputes, curbing fraudulent land sales, and strengthening confidence in Lagos real estate investments. Implementation of these directives is scheduled to commence on April 1st, 2026. Property buyers, investors, and families with customary land holdings are strongly advised to comply with these new requirements to avoid complications in ownership documentation. Thank you for sticking with us today. Till next time, I am Miss Oma Obiemeka.